Alright, back again, Luke here. And as you can see in front of you, this is an SNK motherboard, which appears to be an MVS motherboard, but as we slowly scroll away, you'll notice that this motherboard doesn't have any JAMMA connector on it. And the main reason for that is because this is not a normal Neo Geo MVS motherboard. This is a motherboard that was found in a Neo Geo print cab. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Neo Geo print system is, if you've ever seen on maybe anime, or if you've seen on any kind of Japanese TV shows, there's something called purikura that's usually found in game centers. And purikura is a photo studio, or a small little photo booth, where you and your friends go inside the small area that has a camera in it and a really white background, and you take pictures, you know, with you and your friends, and the photo studio in the background, or in the little game machine, has different backgrounds that you can use or choose from. Also has different styluses sometimes nowadays that you can actually draw names or draw pictures on, and add those, and then finally you can print out what you have done, and it prints out in usually a matter of seconds. I think it only takes maybe it takes a couple of minutes, but it'll print out the picture, and you can pick it up outside of the booth. And this is one of those systems. This is a very early version, and the Neo print, this goes back to early 90s, well, late 90s, I should say, like 97, 98. But this board here was in a Neo print cab, and the Neo print cabinet itself is a dedicated cabinet, which means it's not JAMMA. You'll notice that on this board here, you'll see quite a few different S-video connections, and some of these are like S-video out, we have like S-video in, we have XS video in, and the printer S video in. So it has all the different connections here for S video. Has the coin in, has the coin counter, and what appears to be maybe the power, I'm assuming. I don't have the pinouts on this, so I don't know exactly which pins are, for the power, or which pins aren't, which is why I don't have it hooked up right now and I can't show you guys this thing in action. I'll have to figure that out. Go and check it out. Maybe the power is located over here. There's RGB out. Well, that's kind of helpful. But as far as the other pins here, I need to figure out where the power is coming from, if it's one of these pins on this clip here, or if it's coming from this clip up front. Not sure. I need to do some more research on it. It does have some dip switches in the middle here, and it does share quite a few different components with the original Neo Geo MVS motherboard. You can see it's got the Z-Log Z80 CPU here in it. It has a couple of Neo chips on it. You can see right here, here's the Neo SDRT chip. Look at in the side there, there's another dip switch set. But it does have some differences. It is a quite long board. This is actually, I believe it's quite maybe longer than the early version Neo Geo MVS 1 boards. It's either longer or just as long, but it is quite a long board here. And a lot of capacitors here on the top. And these electrolyte capacitors, I mean, they're all in a row, you can see here. And, there's not situated around one small area. You can see some of the RAM chips there. And yeah, I mean, it's an interesting setup. I only have one game for this system, and well, it's not really a game. I shouldn't call it a game because it's not a game. And you can see here is the spring version 4. The box says Neo Geo Print Cassette version 1, so it's a little bit different, but on the board here itself, when you go to put this in and you start the machine up, it is just like an MVS, setup here. You pop this in here and switch on some of that. And when you do so, from what I've seen, well, from what I've heard and what I've read, you're able to kind of navigate your way through different kinds of pictures and backgrounds that you want to use in your own photos. And then from there, you just take the pictures and it prints them out with the printer. And I guess there's the Athena kind of character, if you guys are familiar with SNK's Athena. I believe I have it here floating around for the Famicom, but kind of a side-scrolling adventure game very similar to Wonder Boy, I suppose. Well, I guess similar in the sense that it's, it kind of has a little bit of the similar graphic look, and it's a side-scrolling kind of adventure game, but has the Athena character in it, and she guides you through the different areas. But as far as other than that, goes, I haven't had a chance to hook this thing up and take a closer look at it. It does have a battery in there on the side, which is obviously for saving the settings on the system. For example, the date and the time. But yeah, I figured I'd share this with you guys here and let you see it, as it's not really popular. A lot of people, this is pretty something pretty new for them if you've never seen a Neo Geo print board before. But it's not a very common board. It's not something where you just go on the net and you're like, oh look, a Neo Geo print board, But they are quite unique, and it's really cool if you can get a whole cabinet, but I think those are a little bit expensive. They take up a lot of space, and they're generally dedicated, like I had mentioned before, for the Neo Geo print. So unless you're into taking, tons of pictures, and you have lots of friends who want to come over and take pictures using the old Neo Geo kind of MVS hardware setup here, then it might not be one thing to pick up, as it is quite large. But nonetheless, figured I'd share this with you guys and let you guys take a look at something a little bit different that maybe you hadn't seen before. But yeah, I kind of a side note here, if we take this and move this off, and if you guys saw the last video that I put up on the going back here to the silent scope setup, as I'm kind of working on that as well, I went and put in a socket here for the timekeeper module, and hopefully when I get that, I'll be able to pop that in and play some of that. But I'm gonna have to wait until I get that all set up, get that thing programmed. But there's the pins on that, so it's all ready to go. Just need to get the RAM chip, and hopefully everything will work out. But yeah, just want to share this with you guys here, and once again, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.